Welcome to Gamer Not Gamer Plays the Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. I'm Chris.
And I'm Tabitha.
And yeah, today we are starting the DLC. So pretty excited about that. I heard there's only going to be 2 DLCs for this game, so...
This should be pretty fun.
It should be, yeah.
Be a bit different from last time.
Well, one would hope, right? And so, for those who don't know, we do have to load our save from before we went to Tartarus. So we're back to level 18, I think, is where we're at.
Within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
A package for me.
Transferred to your ship.
Generous.
Send it over.
With alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne.
You and your
An
expensive
HPS
words.
certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne.
They sprayed a
On behalf of
fragrance
HPS,
in my
I'd like to remind
ship.
you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience.
Yes.
And
What does
please
that
remember
mean?
HPS
Where is he
for
going
all
with
of your
this?
Future parcel-related needs.
Did you damage my parcel or not? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. It is a tiny box. That is a human arm.
Okay, so I get the unseemliness of it.
If you're getting this, something's happening.
Peril at hand.
Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
Ooh.
That's a good
There's a
start.
whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runner who just came into some money. Was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you.
All right.
Consider us
Well,
even,
thanks,
pal.
Lucky.
Generous of you.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just
I
want
mean,
to
there
say,
probably
we
is,
gotta
but
take
out
this
here,
job.
anything goes.
This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Little does he know.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It
Sounds
was
like we're
recently
going to a
registered
small
Minnie
asteroid.
Ambrose.
I love that name.
Now, I, for one, was hoping to do the exact opposite of that.
What? Do you want to shake its hand?
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
That ain't really that fellow's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy. Or a toy?
You gotta be kidding me.
Service request process.
At what point in this entire universe and what we've been doing would you think that it wasn't a real guy's arm?
Yeah, really.
Simulating disgust.
Half of the bodies we find are like dismembered.
Humans eat there. I'm not touching it. Etc.
Human
Lucky
eater.
Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Well, yeah, I doubt this guy lost his arm filling out paperwork.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average.
But considering I'm the only person who's gotten anything done in this whole galaxy, number 4 doesn't mean nothing.
I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
I am ready now. We ride.
There it
Fancy
is.
stone. All right. So I need a few people for some abilities. These two are who I need. Should give us the easiest time of getting through here, I think.
Sam's a good call.
Yep. Gotta clean up this filthy asteroid. Creepy smiling face of the moon.
I know you really don't like that guy.
And I think we're gonna see a lot of him in this DLC.
I still like the little logo down below where he's like, do, 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 do.
What's funny is people can't see that behind your pod.
I know.
Wish they had more going on these load screens. Something for me to interact with, or at least a slideshow of a few pictures.
Yeah.
Because these load times are just killing me.
They're pretty long. I can understand with the amount of graphics going on, sure, but maybe there's something they can do to make it more entertaining.
Do not stray from the path.
Ooh.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Whoa.
This place is pretty neat. Okay.
So this is completely different from the previous planet we were on, which was teeming with all sorts of crazy looking life and trees.
Oh, no. We should check to see he's all right.
Oh my gosh.
The drinks the butler.
Drinks. Talk to me.
I'm trying to push X to interact and it pulled a gun on him. I'm not sure what that says, but it's not letting me help him, so I must assume he is fine.
No, I think isn't he in the preview?
Hashtag not my Jeremy.
Oh.
They're all a dime a dozen.
Watching me.
Wow. Oh, hey, level up. Let's see. What do I want? Hacking, lockpicking. Let's get one more point into that. And one more point into that. We could just, well.
If anyone's noticed that our stats have changed, it's because we went back through and kind of
We used the respec machine between the end of the last game and here, just so that we could have a bit more of a streamlined process going through here.
That, now that we know how we fight in the game, it's a little easier to know what to put the points in.
Yeah, that's like we put a ton of points into melee and we just stopped using melee after a bit.
Yeah.
Thought it would be a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Whoa,
Join me
that's
for a drink, Miss.
Hello.
So who the devil are you?
The devil indeed. Hey, I like her eyebrows. She's got like some swirls in there. That's cool.
Let's see. Are we still playing up that we're the Hawthorne guy or who we are? Or... I always forget what we've chosen.
Vera, Captain of the Unreliable.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone.
Her eyebrows are interesting.
That's what I was saying. She's got these swirl things in them.
Yeah.
To Gorgon.
Cheerful toast. Yeah, drink.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
Hooray, huzzah.
Oh, we actually got a ching there, so it sounds like we actually are drinking.
Wilhelmina Ambrose. But you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Who's to say I didn't?
Yeah, I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish.
Thought you might like that.
You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
I mean... Oh yeah, the arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name.
Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
I feel like the answer is yes. Sounds about right.
Sure.
Aha! Mystery solved. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. very brooding and theatrical. Always staring
So that was
into
his arm.
space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
Because we didn't give her a name first.
Something happened to him. Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Yeah, it didn't look like the arm was taken off with a clean swipe. Any idea who might have wanted him killed?
You suspect foul play. Interesting.
Again,
Well, I mean, the real question is if it is his severed arm, someone had to put it in a box and ship it still.
Grand, and
Yeah.
I really can't afford another setback.
Looks like I'm going in.
Funny that you should bring that up.
Is it funny?
How would you like to be my new freelancer?
excellent. We got right there.
Looks like we just automatically take the number 4 slot maybe for taking his spot, but I'm pretty sure we
Is
can
that how
jettison
we
to the
worked that
top
out?
here.
Everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
Hey,
I'm looking
Yeah,
for
it's rich
someone
people stuff.
rough
Oh, you broke into my
around
home? How would you like a job?
gorgeous, dashing scoundrel.
That's essentially what just happened
that's
here.
what, is this something I'm too poor to understand? How does this work?
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon
Spacer's
Research
Choice.
Facility.
Ugh.
She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field.
Well,
Until tragedy
now that we
struck.
know what we know,
Yeah, we know what we know.
anyone
We don't
who's
like what
playing
we
this
know.
game, so we just want to put it out there. If you're playing this game and you haven't seen,
We already assumed that you've
We're-
watched everything up to
we're
this
gonna go
point.
with spoilers, so don't so if you guys haven't played the game, you should probably stop this video right now and then go watch
One day,
and play the
Spacer's
first
Choice
game,
shut down
buy
all
it, play it.
research and
Yeah,
evacuated
it's
Gorgon.
fun. It's fun to dig
Everyone
around. They
had
have
to
some neat
scramble
stuff
or
in
risk being
here.
left
Yeah,
behind.
I'll be
So-
curious to see how this
Chaos.
DLC goes, though.
Employees
So from this
fled for
point
their
on,
lives.
spoilers, you've been warned. Okay.
Mother,
So do you think it was one of those kind of space things where they were trying to figure out like what to do about the
I'm told
food?
she
Probably.
wasn't the only casualty that fateful
Because
night.
again, we loaded before the end of the game. Because once you go
Losing
to
your mother
Tartarus,
all
you
of a
can't
sudden like
leave. So you have to finish the game out there. And
That's appropriate.
Ambrose
Yeah.
Once you go to Tartarus, you can't leave. You
yeah,
can check in anytime you
Especially
like, but
hard
you
on
can
me.
never leave.
Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I
Project
just know
Gorgon.
they're
It's like, well, what do we know about Gorgons? They turn people to stone, typically.
Mm.
So I'm sure that this is not going to be good.
Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice.
That sounds
All
like
the
a
evidence I need should
good
be in
deal to
Mother's
me.
journal. You can find it in her office.
Yeah,
on
the people
Gorgon,
kind of need to
in the
know
heart
this
of
so
the
they
old
can come up with
research facility.
solutions.
Well, who knows what they were doing? We still don't know what they were doing there. Corporate intrigue.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new
Own we.
life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon,
Why do you
pack
say
a
it like
weapon
that,
you
though?
trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness.
She's like
from
being all
swarming
like
in through the
sexy
cracks.
time, it looks like. Maybe she's not, but I'm just like,
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack.
It's like, it
Lucky
sounds
was
like
into
people
your
shouldn't
room.
be on
So
that
if you
rock.
wanna follow
Must be
his
the
trail,
booze.
that would be the place to start.
Oh, you think maybe
Possibly.
they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we
Jesus,
understand
shut
each
up.
other, money is no
I only have her
object.
for her abilities.
I'm willing to
God,
squander
she's
the
so
family
stupid.
fortune if you get me what I want.
Well, she only ever lived on that
Between
one
your
planet.
payment and any salvage you
That
happen
backwater.
across, you'll walk
Blackwater?
away from this
Is that
rich
where that
enough
was?
to buy a mansion of your own.
Terrible
How
place.
does that sound?
just not a fan of her character. I like the other one with the
Finally,
pink
I get
hair.
to put my inheritance to work.
Yeah, it's just I don't
Here's
get
your
enough
map,
use out of her.
I
as
just
far
like
as
I like her
things go.
attitude. She's funnier to be around, more entertaining. This other one
But I
is
think
like,
we've pretty much heard everything.
Captain, do you think
A word of
maybe
advice
some
before you
insert
go,
stupid
Captain.
comment here?
Trust
It's really
me.
annoying.
Mother's
Sorry,
office
game
is in the
people,
heart of the
but
Gorgon
I don't like this
facility.
character.
You're free to salvage anything.
This
that
one,
isn't
Wilhelmina
nailed down.
Ambrose, good, but
I only want what's mine.
my engineer's rough.
Mysterious
Her.
heiress, unexpected gainful employment.
God, shut up.
It's like something out of a detective serial.
SAM units cannot perform any jobs that have not been accepted by the registered customer.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, I brought Sam along because I love Sam.
At least you don't sound like an idiot.
And even if you do, we forgive you because we love you. Make our way back to our ship, get over to that terrible asteroid, and that is a Zen garden.
You said that right when we actually passed it last time too.
No, that
You're like,
was...
ooh, look, a Zen garden, and then you walked into it.
Yeah, but that wasn't when we were recording. That was when I was testing out a few things, so I knew how to trigger this DLC.
Oh, okay. See,
So
this is why I can't.
This is why you can't be around when I test things, because then you do this.
I'm like,
it's like, no, we didn't actually see that. You're breaking the magic. The illusion is shattered. Everything is a lie. Oh.
I mean, you didn't see that Zen garden already?
Good recovery.
Oh, there's no... Well, because as soon as it got to a certain point, I was like, I have to go, because if I keep watching this, I'm going to...
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and this is essentially as far as I got, was just through that first intro. Just so I made sure, A, that it worked, and B, I knew how to trigger it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when they put DLCs in these games, they make it really hard to figure out how to use them. You know, it's, I think Skyrim, the Hawthorne DLC or whatever. Or Heart something. Heart something, and it gives you the ability to supposedly build houses in the game, but no direction on how to use it. And it's like, it's like you have to go and, like, be a person on one of the Thanes for one of the leaders, and then they supposedly will sell you land at a certain point, and then you can go build on it, and it's like really hard to remember where they leave it. That purpley stuff, it's like some kind of barrier or something, maybe to keep like an atmosphere on there.
That makes sense.
But it looks like the place that we were just at, that manor, had something similar, but it didn't have a fully encased one. So something special about this barrier.
It looks like there's something kind of purple hovering over it, though, if you look at it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like, I feel like if it was that kind of a barrier, we wouldn't see the top. Because the one on the asteroid to the right, that's where we just were. See how there's no top dome? But on this one over here, there is.
But if you look at it on the top side, you can see this purple kind of outline. So I think it does. It just is different over there. It looks different in perspective wise.
No,
Maybe
I think what we see is what it is. They both look like the same kind of dome if it was the same technology. Something's different about what's on Gorgon. Almost looks like something to keep something in. But then why are there people still here and people still coming and going? Well, I guess people aren't coming and going because we had to get a nav key from the owner of this place. Boy, these load times, man. We've had like a conversation and a half and we're still in the loading screen.
Yeah.
Look at those stars. Don't make you feel small in the best way.
So this is going to be why.
See, like in any other world we go to, there is not whatever that is.
Yeah.
This is something.
That is some sort of biodome.
There is some.
It doesn't sound like a good sound.
This is not a good way to start. Broken elevator. I think I hear an alarm triggering somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, I really heard it there. Okay, disable the evacuation noise. Whew, well at least we won't go mad. No survivors. I mean, this place is as abandoned as that other really bad planet we went to where everything killed us.
I wonder if it's going to be the same creatures or different ones.
See, even this stuff is unique to this world.
Yeah, they must have gone through a whole different...
Okay, it doesn't hurt me to touch it.
Definitely is a block.
Through it. Sprat Shack.
Ah, that must be what those creatures are?
That thing I just shot.
Yeah,
that
the
creature.
little sprat?
Yeah.
Is that what okay.
It's like the rats dug out or something of that kind of caliber. You see those kind of names.
Yeah.
Insert rodent name here and then classify as something, you know, malicious or something. Oh yeah, I leveled up lockpicking enough to where I can actually see what's inside before I actually lockpick. Why are the elevators all broken? That's like the only thing that should function. Give you a red eye.
There you go.
That actually looks kind of cool. I wasn't actually trying to aim, but apparently I shot him straight in the eye just firing randomly. If it gives EXP, it dies.
That's right.
And then disintegrates into nothingness. Electricity rationing bill. Just kind of quickly clicking through these. Because all our character has to do is see it to register it. So
far, we've been delivered an arm. We've been told that, oh, that's no good. It's definitely a bummer and a bad situation. We show up here and there's alarms, elevators broken.
And they have yet to tell us what's actually going on here. She's like, hey, there's a thing going on there. Can you go deal with that?
We're just like, but what's happening?
But what's happening? But go deal with the thing. But
just
what am I dealing with?
It's not my mom's
just
fault.
Go.
Right? And you're just like, okay, so that's interesting. You know it's not your mom's fault, but yet
then
your
why
mom
are you
is running
still
this
here?
thing.
Well, I'm imagining her mother's dead. She died.
I don't even know if we know that. Do we know that?
I'm just guessing. I mean, I would imagine that person would have been a little less sad if their mother was still alive.
That was tough I wasn't sure if he was behaving drunk or loopy or what. She kind of had like a couple things.
Well, she said it's hers now, so that means her mother would have to have died to have inherited it.
Oh.
So somebody down who
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Jesus.
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
Blink. All right, I'm not one to back down.
Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
What happened here?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left.
Oh, at least both sides are, equally being affected.
That's right.
That's the important thing. Everybody getting screwed over the same.
Yep.
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves on account of how they soiled themselves.
Oh.
After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin.
Ooh, that sounds really bad when you put it that way.
It's never pretty.
Nice chatting with you.
Watch yourself out there.
I guess I will have to.
And I've been around some people who just don't really bathe, not even soiled themselves, and they fucking reek. So I can only imagine how bad that must smell.
Okay, a nice little humble bar. Okay. You.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Well, I appreciate you.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites.
But I'm new here. Can't you toss the new guy a bone?
Look over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Probably because I'm the only person here who has a ship. Guess we should ask about Lucky, huh?
Wait a minute. How about a drink?
Well, that's just to buy stuff from her, which we don't need to do.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts.
Oh.
That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrena time came from
Well, they
here.
just said that
Down the
everybody
road
was
at the
losing
old
their minds when they
R&D
went
lab.
out, which means that they did
Very
something with
hush-hush back in the
pharmaceuticals that caused some area to become contaminated.
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut it down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats
Are you telling me that
scrambled to get
evacuation
anywhere
order has been
Gorgon.
going since before I got here?
Adrena time still hit
And I
them
just
up.
like, oh,
Me,
off.
I never touched the
Everyone's
stuff.
like,
Each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
I think that
so
alarm's been
messed
going
up.
off for a long time.
Do you know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Go on.
We talked about the job. You just knew Lucky had hit pay dirt. Not that I was jealous. Around here, that sort of luck can be hazardous to your health. Awful shame about what happened to him.
And what did happen to him?
You really want to hear my story?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't know that I have his arm.
Around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside
A fresh
for a
arm.
walk and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off. Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the
What's your
arm
last
was
name?
clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent
Good thing
the
we
bar.
didn't use that name.
So I
I know.
packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even
So
gave me
she
a
sent the
discount on the
package.
hazardous waste removal stamp.
I don't think we need to tell them who we are.
Why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where's Lucky
Third
staying?
floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind.
Good.
Fair warning,
Good.
I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Cool. I'm gonna go have a look around.
Good. I've got paying customers.
All right. Actually, I think we might hang out here at the bar and have a few drinks, so we will see you guys next time.
Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Support us on Patreon, and we'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching our humble gaming review channel. We want to give a big shout out to all of our longtime supporters and to welcome our new ones. Feel free to leave your comments below. We'd love to know your thoughts on the content and what we should play next. You can support this channel through donations when we go live or on Patreon. Hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward to seeing you next time.